This was my video setup, and this is how I record now. In today's tutorial, we're gonna go through the fastest and the easiest ways to improve your talking head videos without spending a dollar. Covering audio, lighting, camera quality, and the most important thing that most YouTubers forget about. So watch this video till the end to not to make their mistake. Starting with audio. Here is a Rode microphone. It is directional microphone that you put directly on the camera and you speak in front of it. Why am I mentioning this? Because the audio is the most important thing in your videos. People would watch a video with bullshit quality, and I'm talking about cameras here, but people would never watch a video recorded with 4K, 8K, $200 millions camera with microphone that sounds like trash. And so what would I do, and what I was doing previously is I would take my phone if I record on the camera, or I would take my secondary phone if I record on my phone. I would need a secondary phone, and I would just put it near my mouth, hold it, and record on voice memos. And then after that I would go to editing software and I would just sync up the audio. The camera from me is like 3 meters right now. You wouldn't hear anything, even if I put this microphone. The mic that I connected to my phone here. But you don't need even this. You can just hold your phone near your head and speak into it, and it would sound 10 times better than the mic that you have on your camera. So go ask your mother, go ask your brother, or whoever in your family to borrow the phone from them for 5 minutes, 10 minutes that you record. And believe me, this one simple change could result in your videos getting millions of views. Number 2, lighting. I didn't take anything with me to show you, but if you look at it, I have this ring light here, and I'm using just only one light, okay? So it's pretty easy to copy me. Why? I don't have lights. Tom, what I do? Well, you just use window, and I'm gonna prove it to you. This is the video I recorded yesterday. And this video is recorded without any lights except the light from behind, okay? This one that I'm using right now. And it is practical light, so it doesn't light me. I recorded it in this room, and black wall that I have behind me, I just open it and it is like a big window that struck directly onto me. So your lighting, free version of it, is your window. Check out if you find some lamp and then just put it near you, specifically not in front of you, but a 45-degree angle. As I've showed you in the video, right now I put it like so that it creates this triangle cinematic effect, but do not overthink about it, just put it 45 angle degree, so this is 90, this is 0, put it 45. If you sit around the window, try to put it 45 degree, so put the camera 45 degree from the window and then just record your video, because lighting is number 2. It doesn't matter which camera you have, it matters which lighting you have, because even 4K camera that costs $2,000 wouldn't help you in bad lighting. And here is an example of it. An iPhone can produce something beautiful with a lighting from your window, set it in the right way. There's also settings that control light, like ISO and shutter speed. The general rule is with shutter speed you want double the frame rate. So if frame rate is 25, you want 150. If the frame rate is 30, you want 160. And with ISO, the lower it is, the better it is. Generally, window is the cheapest, which is free, and the easiest thing to use because it already diffused. You don't need like a softbox. Some lights are really harsh, especially like the rectangle ones. They really like strike your face, and you could see the difference. Here are some examples. But the light from outside, it's already softened by nature. So W nature, use nature, enjoy your lights for free, and use lamp if you have one in your house. Also, don't forget about the practical lights that I'm using right now behind me. If it wasn't for it, the video would be just black and uninteresting. If I turn it off, it's boring. And it added some contrast. Generally, colored practical lights decreases your professionality a little bit, especially if you use something bright like orange or weird green. For general rule, and especially if you don't have colored ones, I would use white. If you can like change the warmth, I would use really warm white light. Number 3, camera quality. Probably the most controversial, the most interesting thing we can talk about. Cameras are so different, but at the end, they're doing the same thing. For talking head, we need a tripod that holds your camera. And let's talk about it first, because it's pretty self-explanatory and much more easier thing to pick. Obviously, if you don't have budget, you won't get a tripod. Oops. But what you can use is books and bottles and stuff that you could put your camera on. If you use an iPhone, and it's probably more than 80% of people watching, just put it around something. I remember when I started, I was just using a water bottle and then just hold it like this in place so it's stabilized, it doesn't move, and just record myself. I firstly bought a tripod for like $10 on eBay, and then I bought a microphone, this lapel one. So if you want to truly invest, this would be my recommendation, but we're talking about zero budget here, so just use what you have. Remember that the rule of it is to put your camera onto your eye level. You don't put yourself too low, because then you would seem as a person that is high above, and also you don't put yourself too high, because then you would seem the person that is lower than the viewers. You put yourself directly into the lens on your eye level, okay? And you specifically look into the lens. If you record on selfie camera, which I don't recommend, on your phone, record on the front camera, because it's better than a selfie camera. The quality is much better. The lens is the eye. I remember this one guy was drawing like smiley face because he wanted to see the camera as a person, as he talked to his friend. This is generally how you grow on YouTube. You talk to one person, not to the audience. Not hello guys in today's video, but hello my friend, or hello bro, I will show you how. You speak to one person, people feel more trust. Camera aspect, let's talk finally about it. Obviously just use what you have. Even Android would be enough. Believe me, the only exception is Android below $100. They generally have shitty cameras, and the phones below $100 are generally like really bad. iPhone is probably the best phone for camera recordings. If you want to play around with settings, which I don't recommend, you can like go and install this app called Blackmagic Camera. It's free, it's like it unlocks more settings of camera on iPhone, like ISO that we talked about. But for starters, for beginners, the default camera is enough. Settings are not that important. The lighting and the audio are, but the camera, obviously you have some camera laying around in your room, it's gonna be much better than an iPhone, simply because of the lens. It's much bigger and it can literally capture more light. And as we talked about, light is so important. It captures more light, it produces much higher quality picture. Invest into this, I would say, as the third priority, after buying a microphone and after buying a tripod. Right, now the one of the most important things that pretty much every YouTuber forget to set up. It is their background. Look at my background, it's blurry. There is nothing distracting, nothing that represents me, which is not the best, but it doesn't distract you from my beautiful face. Now, background is a representation of you. And the reason I picked this one, because it looks so simple, but so professional. If you put books in the background, people would normally see you as smart than person, because they see that behind you there is books. You probably read them, okay, what would you put them? So they see, they pursue you as a person that is high educated. If you put a picture of Bruce Lee, well, they probably think you're a disciplined person and probably jacked. Bruce Lee is jacked. You can manipulate people based on your background. You can make them think that you are some kind of person just by putting something behind you. The perfect example of it, fitness influencers. They can even not think about it, but if they record in the gym, this is the one and the most important thing they can do to literally change people's mind that they are the person they should listen to, because they're already in the environment that people want to be in. Do you understand the logic here? It's pretty simple. Make sure your background looks good. No bedroom, if you obviously don't record some, I don't know, nofap videos and you're gooning in your room and your video isn't about how you're lonely. No bedroom in the background. No windows in the background, because generally if you have light behind you, you won't be that contrasty with the background. As you see right now, I have this one light here, and if I would turn it off, you can't see me, okay, because the room is dark. But the background, bro, it's your identity. It's literally your archetype, how people see you, defined by your background. Make sure you freaking neat it down. You cleaned your room, you don't have a bedroom in your background. It doesn't seem like you wake up and started to record some video. It should be like you put it some effort, like you're a professional person in a professional clothes, because clothes is once again representation of you. Why do you think presidents have suits and they don't use tracksuits? Because, well, they found out that people see them as a leader and they see them more professionally. If they would go in tracksuits, it's gonna be more relatable to people, but they wouldn't think that this person could lead the country. And a little bonus for you. Renting, borrowing is underrated. You can record a video on the really cool camera for free, just by asking your friend if he has one, obviously. You can borrow some lights, some studio. This place is not mine, I don't live here, but I come here to rent it. Looks cool. Find the ways, and it also would connect you, make your network better. If you find some people that are into the cameras, you join some photography club, and then you can ask them to give you a camera for 2 days, and you would record some cool ass videos. Maybe outside with beautiful lights and good quality. Experiment, try stuff, use what you have. Goodbye.